We tune into our favorite radio stations, and we're always sure to watch our favorite television shows. Well, it's Tuesday, and it's time to tune into you. I am Guru Nishan, and this is your weekly source for learning how to light yourself up and turn yourself on with mind, body, and breath technology to handle the pressure of modern times. Hi beauties, it's Guru Nishan here, and today is another recording of the Tune In to You Tuesday broadcast with me, Guru Nishan. Thank you so much for being with me. So today I want to share with you a practice that's going to help us eliminate negativity out of our nerve channels. So the nervous system is this electrical highway that sends communication messages or transmission from the brain, the heart, through the body. And it basically is telling the body what to do. So we can store all sorts of emotions in these nerve channels. And negativity is something that's really hard not to absorb, especially when we are in an environment in the external world that tends to be extremely negative. So we can actually draw on the power of the navel point. The navel point is where we breathed for the first time through our mother, through the umbilical cord. So this is what we call the nerve plexus. We have a lot of nerves that come right into the center of the belly button. And when we actually harness this energy and cleanse these nerve channels, we can clear out really deep-seated negativity, and we can connect to a level of source energy that is encoded in our body, since this is the place where we came in through and where we literally drew all our energy from our mother. So we can draw on that to be able to dispel negativity and ground ourselves and draw in more energy for ourselves. Now, I'm not going to go into it too much, but also keep in mind that the navel point, or this belly button region, is also the center of power and purpose in the human body. So it's like the spoke of the wheel. If you think about a wheel, all of the spokes go right into the center, and that's what the navel point is. All of the spokes of our life come right back into this navel center. So today we're going to work with a practice that we call Mool Band, or we also call it root lock. Now, the way this works is you're going to squeeze in 3 different ways. You're going to start by squeezing the anus. Okay, so you tighten up your anal sphincter, and then you're going to tighten up your sex organs. So squeeze the muscles of your sex organs, kind of like you're trying to hold from going to the bathroom before you get to the toilet. Okay, and then you're going to squeeze the navel point. So you're squeezing the anus, then the sex organs, and then pull on the navel point. So like an inverted triangle, okay? And you're pulling the energy up to the navel point, and then release it. And then do it again. Squeeze the anus, the sex organs, and the navel point, and then release it. Now, this can also be called Kegel exercises, although it's a little bit more in depth because we're using the navel point as well. But in general, getting good at Mool Band or root lock is so important. It will help you create strong internal muscles at the sex organs, and it will also help to prevent any sort of internal malfunction of the sex organs. Whether you're a male or a female, it's really important to strengthen these internal muscle areas and lifting up on what we call the pelvic floor muscles. So there's a lot of benefits. I'm not going to spend too much time on all that. I'm going to go ahead and teach you today's breath. Deal? Okay, so this is to help us gain energy and relax the nerves and to dispel negativity from our deep-seated nerve channels that we might not even realize we're holding on to stuff. The belly tends to be an area we hold on to a lot of stuck energy. So this is a really excellent practice for self-renewal, self-regeneration, self-detoxification of old energies that are layered inside the nerve channels, okay? So the way this is going to work is we are going to inhale deeply, we're going to hold the breath, and then we're going to squeeze root lock. And then we're going to keep holding the breath, release the lock, squeeze the lock again, release the lock, squeeze the lock again, and then release the lock, and then we're exhaling. So we're inhaling and doing root lock 3 times. And then we are going to then we're going to exhale and do the same thing, okay? Let's see if this is what we're gonna do. Inhale, exhale, times exhale. Okay, so yeah, the first round we're doing on the inhale, the second round we're gonna do on the exhale, okay? And then we're just gonna sit and we're going to breathe normally, and we're gonna notice the energy that we've generated or the energy that we've freed up at the navel point, okay? Sound good? All right, let's tune into ourselves and let's get it going. So make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. If you're on a chair, make sure your feet are flat on the ground and you're not slouching in your chair. Lift nice and high. Relax those shoulders back. Keep the chin pulled in. We're gonna inhale and exhale through the nostrils, okay? So let's begin. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath, squeeze root lock. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Hold the breath, release the lock. Squeeze the lock again. Hold the breath, release the lock. And then squeeze the lock again. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Beautiful. Release the lock, exhale. Now inhale again. Squeeze root lock, squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Hold the breath, release the lock. Squeeze the lock again. Release the lock. Squeeze the lock again, release the lock, and exhale. Again, inhale. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Hold the breath, release the lock. Squeeze the lock again, release the lock. Squeeze the lock again, release the lock, exhale. Again, inhale deeply. Squeeze root lock. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Exhale. Almost there. Inhale. Squeeze root lock. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Hold the breath. Release the lock. Squeeze again, release, squeeze again, and release. Release the breath. Last round on the inhale. Inhale deeply. Squeeze the lock, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release. Exhale. All right, now we're going to do it on the exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Hold the breath out. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Release the lock. Hold the breath out. Squeeze again. Release. Squeeze again. And release. Inhale. Exhale completely. Squeeze the lock, release, squeeze the lock, release, squeeze the lock, release, inhale, exhale, squeeze the anal sphincter, sex organs, navel point, hold the breath out, release, release the lock, squeeze the lock, release, squeeze the lock, release. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the lock. Release. Squeeze the lock. Release. Squeeze the lock. Release. Inhale. Powerfully exhale. Hold the breath out, squeeze root lock, release, again lock, release, again lock, release. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Let the breath flow. Let it all go. Just breathe into the middle portion of your body. Notice the subtle sensations of your body. And inhale deeply. Beautiful. Let go. Exhale. So that helps us to union with our own power center and to cleanse old negativity that we're storing in the nerve channels. I hope you enjoyed today's practice as much as I enjoyed being with you. If you liked this video, please do me a favor and share it with a friend. Spread the light, be the light, let other people know that this practice exists, because each and every one of us are responsible for the way that we feel, no matter what is happening on a political level, no matter what's happening in our family, no matter what's happening in our work, no matter what's happening in the external world. We always, always, always have the choice to manage our inner state, and we have the power and the capacity to turn and adjust our dials to feel different in each moment. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me next week as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're just learning about me, be sure to check me out over at gurunishan.com. Subscribe to my daily doses of sunshine, and I will see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much. Wow.